What's cracking YouTube? It's your boy, Shaka Antoine. And today I am kicking off the off-season projects. Today is going to be off-season project number 1, Canal Stick Shad. Alright, and what I'm going to do for you guys is to kind of get your involvement. I'm going to take a vote for what modifications should we do, or I do rather, to this plug. What I would like to do is give you 3 options, and you can pick from one of those 3 options that I will do to this plug to prepare for the next season, or the season coming up. All right, just to give you a little bit of background surrounding this plug. I got this plug I purchased it in June of 2016. All right, I went through for one of my trips up on the canal. This actually was my second time getting this plug. The first time I got it was in August, I believe, of 2015. Throughout one of my trips up there, I was very excited. It was my first time fishing the canal, and I went to the canal bait and tackle shop to purchase a macro pattern Canal Stick Shad. I eventually lost that plug on my second cast. So you can imagine how I felt losing a $30+ plug, and I hadn't even caught a fish on it. All right, so what I did that year is, I basically, after I lost it, I was heartbroken. So the next year that I came back, 2016, to the canal, I said I'm going to get another one, and I'm going to take care of that one, make sure that I don't lose it. All right, so what I did was I got this 7-inch, 5-ounce, fast sinking, translucent Canal Stick Shad, and I basically just did a little, the normal modification tool. You put a split ring and one single hook, and I liked flags on the end of many of my plugs, just to give it a little extra action. Right. Now this plug was loaded with water or some sort of liquid, right? And it also has some weights. I don't know if that comes through in the camera, but it actually has, if you can hear it too, it has some weights on the inside. I guess that helped. The liquid, in addition to the weights, did make it come up to about 5 ounces. It was a pretty much heavy plug, but that's all right on the canal. Now, I fished it that year. I didn't catch on it, unfortunately, but by the end of the season, or close to the off season, I started to notice that it was swimming very differently. It just would go on its side. It wasn't pulsating like it should, and I couldn't quite figure out what was the issue until a couple of trips, or after a couple of trips, even before, like when I'm home, I would start to notice that the plug was wet, and I'm like, why is the plug wet? I haven't used it on my last trip. Why is it wet? Until I guess a light bulb went off, and I noticed that the water, or the liquid, because I'm not sure if it was water or not, on the inside was leaking out. I'm like, why is it leaking? What could cause that? Until I looked at it, and it had all these little stress marks throughout the plug. I don't know if it's going to come through on the camera, but you can see the biggest one all along the top, and it has a whole bunch down here, but that doesn't really come out so well on the camera. So basically this plug was leaking, and I'm like, should I keep it or should I fix it? What should I do? And I was a little bit perplexed, so I was like, you know what? I shelved it for the whole, I didn't fish it not one time, did do nothing to it for 2017. So I just left it, but now it's the off seasons, perfect time to address this issue. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to repair it. These plugs are very expensive. I don't like to waste too much. I hate losing plugs, so that means I will be repairing it. All right, so basically these are going to be the 3 options for the vote that I'm going to give you guys a chance to suggest, and like I said, I will do it. All right, and the 3 options are going to be this. Number 1, I could seal the plug with epoxy as is, you know, not doing anything about the weights or anything. Just seal it up so that it's, you know, it's sealed and it's airtight again, and just fish it like that. You know, I do plan on purchasing 2 more, not the Canal Stick Shad, but the Stabile Stick Shads, just to do other things. We'll get to that later on. So I could that's one option, you know, just sealing it up with epoxy and fishing it the way it is now. The second option would be to remove the internal weights, these huge weights on the inside, seal it up, or I could just, you know, reload it, like remove the weights, reload it with a liquid, or just, you know, without a liquid. Either way, just seal it up without the weights on the inside and fish it like that. All right, so that's option number 2. Right now, option number 3 would be to add foam. I could drill a hole in the bottom or the top. I probably would drill it in the top, because the third option is going to involve leaving the weight. So I could drill a hole on the top, add foam, right? Add foam, let that cure, and then add the sealer, the epoxy, seal it up nice, you know, and then fish it like that. This way, that would be probably close to that 5-ounce weight again, and it should catch though. It's still a good plug, you know, still in great shape. Of course, I'll change the hardware, but those are basically the 3 options that I would like to ask you guys to vote on. I'll give it about a week or so, and whichever options 1, 2, or 3 has the most votes in a week, then that is what I will do to this plug. All right, so let me hear from you guys. All right, I'm even open for any of your suggestions. Maybe outside of those 3, I'll consider it, but just to kind of keep things in order, I would like for you to pick between one of those 3 options. All right, 1, 2, or 3. It's that simple. I'll be doing it. We'll enjoy it all together, and when the season opens, I'll make some pretty cool videos fishing it. All right, so let me hear from you from the comments below. Remember to please like and subscribe to my videos, and sign up for the alert, so that when I do come out with either the response or any other videos, you will be alerted and you'll be able to watch the videos. All right, take care, YouTube. Have a blessed day.